The living dead, Johnny named I Machiavelli. Live my life for all my dead friends. Fuck around, got shit to tell me. LA.
Welcome back to Everything Goes. I'm in the studio by myself today. You already know what time it is. We right back into it. Big bets. We coming to you with another week. I apologize for the layoff. Gonna start here with Thursday night football. We got the Cleveland Browns taking on the Steelers. The Browns are at home. Steelers on the road. Currently, they sit at -3.5 road favorites, and it's not too much to get into on this one. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, this is really a spot where you don't need to overthink it. Like, I'm sure you guys are thinking what I'm thinking, but I'm gonna just elaborate and go into it for you. So I just want to start with the Browns side of the football. So already we know that they're struggling on defense, even with Myles Garrett over there and the plethora of cornerbacks they have. They're 16th against the pass, which is decent, not bad, not great, but they're 24th against the run, and they just can't seem to stop anybody from scoring the football. And then it also seems like once you get into the red zone on the Browns, you might as well count the 7 points, because they're terrible at red zone defense as well. They're in the bottom 10% of the league in red zone defense, so they're not, no. So their defense is definitely the problem. We already know that. Their offense is just as bad with Jameis Winston at QB, and there's no disrespect to Jameis. We know that Jameis is better than what was just back there at quarterback, but it's just the simple fact that it's the Browns. He don't have no weapons. Amari Cooper is no longer there. He's in Buffalo. So it's like he got, Elijah Mitchell, David Njoku. I know Nick Chubb is there. Granted, okay, cool. They're not going to do too much on a run game against the Steelers defense. The Steelers defense is going to be able to stop the Browns, whether it's throwing the ball or passing the ball. I just don't see a way that the Browns can consistently move the ball against the Steelers defense and put up points. So that's really the main focus, because when we switch over and we look at the Browns defense, which I already brought up, and the Steelers offense, I think Russ is going to be able to move the ball up and down the field all game. Now, whether he's throwing the ball or they're running the ball, I'm not saying that he's just going to drop back and throw the ball 25, 30 times tonight, because he don't even need to do that to win this game. But they're going to be able to move the ball consistently and sustain long drives, and that's just playing more into my play for tonight's game, which is going to be Pittsburgh minus the 3.5. I just don't see a way that, not saying that the Browns won't be competitive in this game, but I just don't see a way that they come out on top. And the 3.5, that is beautiful. I think the point total is so low because it's Thursday night football. They're on a short week, and then also this is a divisional game. And then also Pittsburgh is on the road. I promise you, if this was a Sunday game at 1 p.m. and Pittsburgh was at home, this spread would be at least 6.5, 7.5, if not higher. So we're getting it at 3.5. So I'm definitely taking that Pittsburgh minus the 3.5. So I got a player prop today for you guys that I want to jump into, and it's going to be the Pittsburgh running back, not Najee Harris, the other one, the backup running back, Jaylen Warren. And so we got his rushing yards right here. So I was able to get this still and put it in. I'm pretty sure by the time that this video is coming out, it's going to be up a couple more, but as you can see right here in the corner, I got him at 30.5. Jaylen Warren over 30.5 rushing yards. And so I'm pretty sure that he's going, no, not pretty sure, I know that he's going to go over that. He's going to get the attempts needed tonight. If you look at his last 4 games, he had 9 attempts, 14 attempts, 9 attempts, and 12 attempts. We don't even need him to have 14 or 12 rushing attempts. Just give us 8 or 9 rushing attempts, which I'm sure he's going to get tonight, and he's going to go over that yardage total. He's been doing it the last 4 games, like I said, 40 plus, 40 plus, 60 plus, 60 plus. So he's going to definitely go over that 30.5. But for those of you that's not going to be able to catch the 30.5, by this time it may be up to 34.5, 35.5. If it's at 34.5, still take the over. Go over at 34.5. Now, if it's all the way up to 35.5, I would try to look for an alternative or ATL to see if you can try to get them for 25 plus rushing yards or 30 plus rushing yards, something along those lines. But if it's anywhere between 30.5 to 34.5, still go over. And yeah, so my last play I got for you guys today is going to be a passing yards play. Now, I'm not sure if it's available on DraftKings as well. I was trying to look for it. I didn't see it. It might be back out, but I do know for a fact that it's available on Fanatics Sports Betting app. That's my preferred app at the moment anyways. DraftKings play too many games. But so yeah, Fanatics. So this play right here, over 375 total passing yards. I'm going to go over that. And my reason being for that is going into the game, I already had in the back of my mind that I see Jameis throwing for at least 200 passing yards. Now, I know I just said he's not going to be able to move the ball. Them 200 passing yards is going to come either in the second half, or he might even start off in the first drive and move the ball and then stall out until the second half. I do think he's going to get them 200 passing yards because he's not going to have no choice but to throw the ball because they're going to be down, and I don't see Nick Chubb and can't even think of their backup running back right now running all over the Steelers defense. That's not happening. So Jameis Winston, I do think he's going to get minimum 200 passing yards, and I think Russ can go get us 175, 176, if not more. And Russ, he might not even have to do that because, like I said, I think the minimum for Jameis is at 200. He could probably finish with around 217, 215, and then Russ go get us, 165? And clear this over easily. So, yeah, I think this over 375.5 passing yards, definitely go over on that. I got Pittsburgh minus the 3.5 and Jaylen Warren over 30.5 rushing yards. And so thank you for everybody that tapped into it. Let's get the brooms out. Let's get another sweep. You know how we do over here. And I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Peace.